We are back in the Rhode Show kitchen this morning on a Friday morning. Deana Cimorelli from Bakery Boutique is here this morning with us, and we are making lemon ricotta.
Nice!
Huh? Come
That's
on.
nice.
Pound cake with fresh
the people
strawberries.
say ricotta for this, for that. No.
You got to roll your R's.
Do it.
Ricotta.
See, I can't do that.
You can't do
I'm
it?
a little envious of you. No.
Ricotta.
I can't do it.
And you know what? I was afraid when I said it that I would get hollered at. Like you didn't do it.
No, you did it perfectly.
All right, let's see
You're
what
not
we
gonna
got
get in
going
trouble
on
today. All right, so lots of ingredients, but we have whole eggs, salted butter. We're going to use 1 whole zest of a lemon. We have cake flour, not all-purpose flour, and
that makes a big difference. That makes a big difference, right?
Big difference.
Right.
It needs to be cake flour. Don't substitute. We have whole ricotta cheese, granulated sugar. I already mixed together a tablespoon of amaretto and vanilla extract. We also have kosher salt and some baking powder.
And this is easy to make?
Yeah, it's not hard at all. And in the end, we're just going to top it off with some fresh strawberries. It's a lot, but it's just, you kind of blend it all together and put it in a pound cake pan and bake it off.
And we have time, you know, I mean, you could actually do this now and maybe, you know, give it a little practice run, a little dry run before Easter.
We could, yeah, and
before you have the family over, and it may not turn out exactly like, you know, you're a professional.
Exactly, and that's what you can do. And even if you make it, it's nice the next morning for breakfast. You can have it out of an afternoon snack with maybe some coffee or tea. So it's a little versatile. So even if you do make it, you should be able to get a few days out of it. If you're just eating it by yourself at
Well,
home.
you know what? This would last about 2 seconds in my house. I'd be walking past it.
This is one of my faves.
There would be no way I'd be able to walk past that. No way I'd be able to walk past
Well, if that goes today, we're going to know who took it all.
Right, it will be me. It will be
right.
me. And how many? This is going to make just one.
This will make one batch. Will make 1 loaf pan.
And it's a pretty good size too.
It is a pretty good size. When you see it when it's all done, it's a very dense cake. It's very moist. It's kind of like pound cake, cheesecake, and like ricotta pie all come together in harmony.
So even though it has the cheese in it, it's not something that after you have it, you're going to be like,
oh, no, not at all. And I think the strawberries, having them on top, really just lightens it up a little bit.
We blend out the healthiness with that.
We do. It's kind of like a balance.
It's about, we pretend. Even if we have to pretend.
Strawberries and anything is good.
We have our ingredients ready to go. We'll be back in just a little bit, and we're going to start mixing everything up. Back to you. Lemon Ricotta Pound Cake with fresh strawberries.
Yes.
We're all set to go. Let's start chopping up our strawberries first.
Yeah, and you know what? What I just do is this is a very, very simple topping, and believe it or not, the strawberries kind of make their own juice once you add a granulated sugar to it. I just rinsed them all off so they're still a little bit wet.
Right.
Just cut off the tops, no big secret, and then I just slice them lengthwise. And I do this before I even stop baking or even mixing the cake together, because you want these to stay for like at least 2 hours.
Oh, to sit for a little while. All right.
And then once you get these all cut up, you're really just going to get granulated sugar. You're going to pour it on enough to where you're almost covering the top of whatever layer is there.
Okay.
And then you just kind of mix it all together, and then it just starts to create its own juice, and some of the wet from cleaning off the strawberries helps, and then the sugar too. So it makes its own simple syrup.
And this is easy. I mean, it's easy to do. I mean,
Easy is
these strawberries are huge too.
I know, and they're just at the market right now. I was pretty impressed. I mean, they're ginormous.
They are big.
These are like Valentine's Day strawberries.
They are.
And then we just get sugar.
And just put some over on the top.
Yeah, just put them on the top, and then just mix it all together. Make sure you coat all the strawberries.
Okay, just so they're all covered in the sugar?
You just want them all covered.
Okay.
And then I just let them really just sit on the counter in that bowl until this is completely done, mixed, baked, cooled, and by then you'll see there's a real nice syrup at the bottom. And we're going to use that later when we cover the pound cake.
The pound cake with it. Okay,
Exactly.
Easter is on the way, and it doesn't seem possible. I mean, it seems like we just wrapped up Valentine's Day.
But we just did.
And you got another busy time on your hands.
We do.
You know, Easter here, and you know what's going on.
Well, we do a lot of Easter-themed cupcakes. So this year we actually did a new one. We kind of took the Cadbury cream egg and the caramel egg, and we put them together.
Right.
And we made this beautiful little caramel cream Cadbury inspired cupcake.
You know what? I love Easter, but the Cadbury eggs are my favorite.
Like my weakness.
I really is.
I know.
I see them, and I can't. You know, I can't.
I have to walk. No, I have to.
I know. And when you said that you had that was in there today, I was like,
well, they have the little mini ones now.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But no, we're doing a carrot cake because it's just fitting carrots and the bunny. We have a lemon cupcake that's filled with raspberry. That's a nice flavor at this time. And then we just did a vanilla cupcake for the kids. We put some shredded grass, but it's coconut dyed with the peep, and then we put some robin's eggs underneath it as well.
They look fantastic.
Yeah, we do that, but you can, and actually what we're going to be making today, the lemon ricotta pound cake, you'll be able to buy that as well.
Okay.
And we have orders up until Thursday of next week.
Okay.
And that's it.
So call right now if you want stuff.
Right now.
You want stuff
We're
from the
there.
Bakery Boutique. Okay, we have all our ingredients ready to go. We're going to come back and we're going to start mixing. In the meantime, back to you.
Deana Cimorelli from the Bakery Boutique joins us in the kitchen to bake a lemon ricotta pound cake.
You can do it too. I'm so jealous.
Very nice. Well, you're Italian. I'm not, so I have to at least
that what
make
it
up
is?
for it. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, but I'm
I don't have the
Italian.
cheese.
Shouldn't I be able to do that? I can't do that,
I'm
and I
just
can't
trying to
whistle.
make it sound
Just
better
a
than
little
I can.
fact that you might want to know about
Fun
me.
facts about Deana Cimorelli. Okay, we are making our pound cake, so we got a lot to do.
So the first you're going to do is you're going to cream the butter, which
How much?
is
So what? Stick and a half?
It is. It's like comes to 3/4 of a cup of salted butter.
Okay.
Cup and a half of whole milk ricotta cheese. At least I say ricotta,
what?
not ricotta.
I usually say ricotta. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
And then that's 3/4 of a cup, a cup and a half, I'm sorry, of granulated sugar.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to get that mixed up.
Are we putting it on low?
Yeah, you're going to put it on low, just
Okay.
the first one. Because the butter's already soft, it's room temperature, so you really shouldn't have to beat it. You just want to cream it.
Okay.
So that's going to come together. You can put on one more if you want,
right.
a little higher. And then when we're done with
Speed
that,
things up in the kitchen today. Okay.
then when we're done with that, you're going to add the eggs. So it's 3 eggs.
Now, do I shut it off or do I add as
No,
it's going?
you're going to put it down to low,
Okay.
the lowest one you can go.
Okay.
And you're supposed to do one at a time, but you know, just make sure one goes in, then you want to kind of incorporate it too.
Okay.
And then the last one. And then
Alright.
here I've already put together the amaretto and the vanilla, and I mixed them together, so you can put that in.
Yum.
And this is 1 whole zest of a lemon, so all the rind that came off of 1 lemon is in there. We want that for the nice lemon springy flavor.
Okay. Add that. There we go.
And then, like I said earlier, this is cake flour, not all-purpose flour. It's a nice, soft, silky flour that we need for this recipe, so do not substitute all-purpose flour. You can get cake flour right at the market.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. So that's cake flour in there, baking soda, and salt. So you can put that all in together.
All right.
Incorporate everything.
Trying to see what I'm doing here at the
I'm
same
just-
time. Oh, look, and I'm spilling.
That's all right, because I tried saving it for you. So you can put that up a little bit. Okay,
Maybe not
a little
that
bit. I'm going to be wearing that. So see how it's all coming together nice?
Yes.
And then I already have the oven preheated to 350. You're going to bake this for probably 50 to 55 minutes. Everybody's oven is different, and because this is a really dense cake and it's moist because of ricotta cheese too, if you don't think it's cooked when you put in a toothpick and you take it out, it's going to be clean. Keep picking it another like 5-minute intervals because
Okay.
everybody's oven varies, but don't confuse raw for being cooked and moist.
For being moist,
Yeah,
okay.
if you really, really want it to be cooked, you want that toothpick to come out clean.
Yeah. All right, so this is good. This is
That's good. That's all incorporated.
Nice.
Yep. So you can take that out, and I've already greased, and this is just like a 9x3x5 loaf pan.
Okay. How? There we go.
Take that right off.
Help from the pro. Am I
Yep,
gonna use
scrape
that
it
one?
all in there.
Okay.
And this batch just makes enough for 1 pound cake.
Okay.
And again, when this is done, after you bake it for about an hour, you're going to let it sit in the pan for about 10 minutes before you take it out. You're going to transfer it to a wire rack, and then you want to let it cool for at least a good 2 hours. You want this to be cooled all the way through.
Okay, and for time's sake, let's start plating the one that we have done.
So now,
This one is thrown into the oven, right?
that we're going to throw right into the oven. And here's it all done. And I've just dusted it with confection sugar. And again, you can see inside, it looks still like it's a little wet, but it's not. That's actually the cheese in there.
Okay.
So we just have a nice slice of it.
Nice.
And then I love, and this is what
Those
Will and I did
berries?
earlier. But see how nice and wet they already have a syrup forming? And then we just cover the,
And so simple, too.
and so nice for spring. And then you're just going to get some confection sugar.
Throw it on there.
And how pretty does that
Keep
look?
going.
You right?
Keep going. There, yeah, that's going to throw it all on there. All right.
Right here, now you try that.
I'm gonna try
And
it.
it's perfect for spring, and it is something that you can make that's so easy. And again, the texture of it is going to be very dense and moist, so don't think something's wrong. That's the way
Okay.
it's supposed to be.
I can't wait to try this. Don't forget, we have all of our recipes on WPRI.com. Back to you.